Imagine this. A prophet of God is told to buy a brand new, fine linen belt. Not to wear it for decoration, but to bury it in the rock. Weeks later, he digs it up, and the once perfect belt is ruined beyond repair. It sounds strange, right? But here's the twist. This isn't just about clothing. This was God's way of showing an entire nation that their pride, like that belt, would be destroyed. And here's the mystery. Why would God choose such an odd, almost hidden, symbolic act? Why a belt? Why bury it near a river far away? And what does this say about the people, and maybe even us, today? This story in Jeremiah 13 isn't the only time God asked his prophets to do unusual, almost bizarre symbolic acts. But here's the strange thing. This isn't the only time God asked his prophets to perform baffling acts. Ezekiel once lay on his side for over a year to symbolize Israel's sins. Hosea was told to marry a woman who would betray him, to reflect God's broken heart for his people. These acts were not random. They were living parables, mysteries in motion, strange acts with deep meaning hidden beneath the surface. Today, we're diving deep into one of Jeremiah's most curious prophetic dramas, the buried linen belt, a riddle that hides within it a terrifying message about pride, decay, and the destiny of a nation. Welcome to another episode of Echoes of Mysteries, where we explore the strangest, most puzzling events in Scripture. In this episode, we travel back over 2,600 years to witness a symbolic act that baffled the people of Judah, yet carried a warning so urgent, it still echoes today. This is the story of Jeremiah's linen belt, a symbol of glory lost and pride destroyed. Before we dig into the belt itself, we need to understand Jeremiah's world. He was known as the weeping prophet, not because he was weak, but because he lived through one of the darkest chapters in Judah's history. His mission was unpopular. His words were often met with anger, mockery, and even violence. But Jeremiah's prophecies were not just spoken. Sometimes, God made him act them out like a living illustration. The book of Jeremiah places us in the final days of the kingdom of Judah, before Babylon's invasion. Jeremiah, a prophet known for his tears and deep lament over his people's sins, often used vivid symbolism to convey God's messages. One day, God commands Jeremiah, "Go and buy yourself a linen belt. Put it around your waist, but don't let it touch water." Now, linen in ancient Israel wasn't just any fabric. It was valuable, clean, and often used for priestly garments. The fact that God specifically says, linen, already hints at something sacred. This belt wasn't just clothing. It was symbolic of intimacy and closeness. Like how a belt clings to the waist, so God wanted his people to cling to him.